Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're at the Lichfield Bower to see what it's like, rides, food, crowds, and whatever else was going on. It was an absolute scorcher as well, although weirdly, it didn't seem quite as busy as I expected. Not sure if the heat had something to do with it. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Not knowing the best place to watch from, we decided to stay near Lichfield Cathedral, as I assumed the city centre would be far busier. Pretty quickly though, it became clear that wasn't exactly the ideal spot, especially with people constantly walking in front of me while I was trying to film. But at least I managed to grab a bit of shade. Yeah, me too. For some reason, everything seemed to grind to a halt here, and after standing around for what felt like 20 minutes waiting for things to start moving again, I decided to try a different location. Unfortunately, that didn't improve things much either, and to make matters worse, moving from that nice shady spot meant I was now slowly roasting in the sun. Thankfully, the procession eventually started moving again. And just as I thought things were starting to improve, my new chosen filming spot quickly turned into a bit of a social gathering area. And judging by the weather today, I think there'll be a few sore shoulders tomorrow. We're just about coming to the end of the procession now, and if I'm being completely honest, it did feel a little slower paced than I was expecting in places, with quite a few stops along the route and some fairly large gaps between the floats and groups taking part. At times it felt like things lost momentum a little bit, Although, to be fair, it was an absolute scorcher today, and walking around in costumes, uniforms, and parade outfits for that length of time in this heat can't have been easy for anyone involved. So full credit to everybody who still turned out and took part despite the weather. Maybe it's normally a bit busier or more tightly packed than this, so if you've been to it before, let me know what you think down in the comments. Anyway, we're going to leave the procession behind now and head over to Beacon Park to see what's happening over there. We are over at Beacon Park now, and it already feels much livelier than the procession did earlier. The park covers around 70 acres right in the heart of Lichfield, and it is well known for its gardens, open green spaces, and the memorial statue to Captain Edward Smith of the RMS Titanic. Anyway, history lesson over. Let's have a wander around and see what's going on. As well as plenty of rides around the park, there was also live music and a variety of shows happening in the arena throughout the day. Unfortunately, because of other commitments, we were only able to stay long enough to catch part of the stunt show.
just drop those wheels down back on the floor and then let them do it. So we said to our students, if you want to learn how to do it properly, you've got to do the hard way there. Now this is not the same to you as the squat on 2 wheels, but I think it's always right this way around. Now, you get it right, you go one up and around like the column. Ladies and gentlemen.
There was also plenty going on around the city as well, with stalls, attractions, and even more rides set up in some of the nearby car parks. So we're going to leave things there from Lichfield, and thanks for watching.